Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 4 of the 3-star buff booster raid tournament with no reds, and you all know the drill. In today's video, I am going to show my 5 raid flags with commentary, explaining my tile movement throughout each of those matches. I've been using pretty much the same team the entire week, which has worked really well for me. I am 14-1 throughout the first 3 days, and our defense is also doing very well. As you can see, I have an A rating, and we've got quite a bit of wins, a few losses in there here and there, but enough to give me an A rating, which helps out our total score. Before we get into those matches though, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. Without further ado, let's get into our 5 raid flags. We are first gonna go up against a mono green team with Glass Brienne at tank. They've also got Belith, Toon Burden, they've got William and Toon Ishtak as well. Felton's use of the reflecting bus is not going to work as good because of the fact that they have 3 toons plus the 1 glass hero, but we're going to keep him in anyway to see if any of those will come back to us. And then also he is a pretty good sniper as well, so we're going to stick with this main team of him, Zarola, Toon Burden, Fayez, and Saskia. I am going to start off with these 4 yellows, I think, up against Brienne. Actually, you know what? I'd rather get a bunch of cascades if we can. So I'm going to start off with this purple diamond, which is going to set off a cascade of the reds and the yellows. All right, we did get some more yellows. Very nice. Now I am gonna hit this purple diamond to do a little bit of tile dumping. And we got some more yellows, and a green cascade. Is that gonna kill Brienne? It did. Awesome. Alright, so we are gonna first heal with Saskia, of course. And then I want to hit William with Felton so we can get rid of that starter Mega Minion. And now we're gonna match this green diamond. That's going to give me both Zarola and Toon Burden. I'd like to get rid of Toon Belith so I don't have to deal with the healing from her and her dispelling buff. So let's start off with Zarola. And then Toon Burden. Not enough to kill her, but let's do this. I'm going to hit the green diamond, I think. That's going to move up that 1 yellow tile underneath it, so it sets a cascade of yellow tiles going off. So if the greens don't kill Belith, then the yellows definitely will, and they did anyway. Awesome. William is dead. Toon Burden is dead. All right, we are pretty much going to be done with this battle, I think, with these specials, and we are 1 for 1 to start off day 4. Moving on to our second match, we're going to have a Toon Renfeld tank team, so I'm definitely going to stick with this team. I'm surprised at how many purple tanks I've seen throughout the week, honestly. I think I've actually seen Renfeld at least 2 times. All right, we're going to start off with this red diamond. I could start off with the 4 yellows on the top left, but I'd rather match this red diamond so I can do some tile dumping when I need to. And now let's match these 4 yellows up top. And now it is indeed time to do some tile dumping. That's going to allow me to match some greens next turn. And we got a cascade to set off 4 greens, even better. Now I am going to match these purples and blues in the middle. That's going to make it so I can match some yellows next turn. And Renfeld revives, of course, and hits Zarola and kills her. Not ideal. But let's see if we can kill Renfeld without him reviving again. Awesome. Okay. Worked that time. Now, let's use Toon Burden against Helio, since he does extra damage against blue. This might actually kill him. Almost. 882 damage, I think that said. Alright, let's match these 3 yellow tiles that are going to get ghosted up the middle. Helio's going to die from the bleed damage anyway, I think. And he did. Perfect. Let's use Saskia now. And I'd rather kill Ishtak if we can, so that I can ghost tiles all on the left. Now I am going to ghost these green tiles because I want to heal before anybody's special will go off. Don't set any cascades off. Okay, cool. So let's use Fayaz. And now I want to hit these dragons on the top left. And Burden and Saskia both dodged, and so did Velton. And then Velton evaded again. Those three specials all did no damage at all. The first dodges happened because of Saskia's special, where she makes it so that everybody has like a 45% chance to dodge one skill. And then once they do, then they get a heal over time aspect afterwards. And let's see what kind of damage we can do against Toon Balthazar. Toon Burden has 4 buffs on him right now, so this could be quite a bit of damage. 778, and remember, that's not against the blue hero like it was with Helio earlier. All right, now let's match these yellows against Burden, see what kind of damage we can do there, and that did kill him. Awesome. Now let's use Felton against Ganju. Let's see if we can kill Ishtak with that one yellow tile in the bottom left, and it did. Awesome. And normally I would ghost tiles, but I am in no danger of losing, so I just want to end this battle if we can. And those 4 green tiles were enough to kill Ganju. We are now 2 for 2 to start off day 4. Next up, we are going to have a Toon Valentank team. Definitely going to stick with the same team. Hopefully he doesn't revive like 7 times. All right, not the greatest for yellows. I've got a few greens. I think I want to start off with the greens on the left. That way they don't get separated. Yes. All right, now let's match these yellows in the bottom left. Probably could have taken some other types of matches to help create cascades, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't get those tiles all the way on the left separated so that I couldn't use them. All right, now let's match these purples here in the middle. I'm going to match the blues and reds next turn, although we just got a cascade of blues, so, and then some yellows. All right, I'll take it. I'm going to match these reds and blues. Now, hopefully I get a green or a yellow in the middle. We did get a green. Awesome. Is that enough to kill Valen? Awesome. And he didn't revive. Perfect. Let's ghost these blue tiles up the middle. Now I am going to match the yellows against Ganju. It is going to set him off, but I do want to heal. I just hope that he doesn't go off against Saskia. So let's do this. Awesome. Okay. So let's heal with Saskia, and now I'm going to use Felton on Tyram, I guess? No, you know what? Let's use him on Ganju, because I've got green tiles over there, so maybe I can kill him between that and the green tiles, and then maybe one more special after. But first, let's match these greens, and I'm going to ghost one tile. That will give me enough for Zarola and Burden, of course. Let's use Zarola on the 2 on the right here. Hopefully that kills Ganju. Not quite. I don't want to waste Burden on Ganju if I can avoid it, although Byleth is going to be healing soon. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to match these purples and reds in the middle-ish area to see if I can get a yellow underneath. And that would kill Ganju if it did, but it didn't. Alright, let's match these purples on the bottom, see if I can get lucky with the green. We did, and we got 3 yellows. That is even better. Okay. I didn't want to waste Burden Special on Ganju if I didn't have to, and Beelt is about to go off now, so I'm not going to use Burden, and I'm also not going to match that green diamond yet because I would waste tiles for Burden. Let's first just match these 3 purples all the way to the left, since Beelt was about to use her special anyway. Didn't matter at all. Now let's use Burden on Ishtak over here and match this green diamond. That's going to give me Fayaz so I can heal. And then I only need 1 more tile for both Zorola and Burden, but I don't have any green matches. Can I move any tiles around, though? I really don't see anything, and I don't want to hit the green diamond, but I think I'm going to. Just checking a couple options here. I think the only matches I actually have are those reds on the top. No blues, no purples, no yellows, and no greens. Yeah. I'm going to hit the green diamond. Hopefully I can at least get my specials. Now, let's see if we can kill Ishtak. Almost, although that bleed damage should kill him. So let's hit the 2 on the left here with Zorola. And Ishtak is dead from the bleed damage. Awesome. Let's go some tiles here in the middle. Cascade of yellows. I'm going to match these greens on the top, setting a cascade of yellows, which is going to give me Fayaz, Felton, and Saskia. Perfect. So let's heal with Saskia first, since she gives a regular heal and Fayaz is an overhealer. Now let's do some damage against Tyrum and see if these yellow tiles are enough to kill him. And they were. Perfect. Gotta love a buff booster. And I match these 3 greens, ghost them. That's going to give me my 2 attacking green specials. And now I'm just going to hit the purple diamond since Beelt is about to go off anyway. I'm going to hold my specials, obviously. Now let's use them on her and ghost some tiles. And we should be able to end this battle fairly quickly. And these 2 specials should definitely end the battle. Awesome. All right, we are now 3 for 3, I think. Yes, so we've got 2 battles left, already in the top 1%, and we have another green mono tank team with Ishtak. Let's see if we can use the same team here. They do have Fayaz on the wing. The only battle that I've lost in this tournament is when Fayaz was at tank, so highly recommend him at tank for almost any 3-star raid tournament, especially if there is no red. I'm going to start off with these 3 yellows in the middle. That's going to set a cascade of 3 greens, and I'm going to be able to match a green diamond next turn, as long as there is not any other crazy cascades. Okay, cool. And both Zorola and Tomb Burden activate in 8 tiles, so that's going to give me both of their specials. So that's awesome. Let's hit these 3 on the left over here with Zorola. That should kill Ishtak. And let's kill Toon Beelith, rather, or do some damage against her. I'm not sure if this is actually going to kill her. Not quite. Let's use these 4 yellows against Fayaz. That should kill him. Awesome. And Beelith has 115 health, it looks like, left. I think I want to use Saskia first, of course. It's going to heal and give me a buff. And then I think I'm just going to kill Beelith. I don't want to chance that 1 green tile not doing enough damage against her and then her healing, because I'm going to hit this green diamond right now, which is going to give me my attacking specials back that we can use on the right. And this battle should be over pretty quickly, I would think, if Cascades ever stopped. All right, let's use Fayaz first, of course, and then Zorola, and then Burden. I could have matched a green diamond, but it didn't really matter. I wanted the yellows anyway, and this should be enough to end the battle. And we are now 4 for 4 on day 4 of this Buff Booster Raid Tournament. Last match, we are going to go up against another green mono team with Toon Byleth at tank. Definitely going to keep the same team. This is working for me, obviously. All right, a spread out board of greens, but we should be able to make this work. I want to start off with these purples in the middle. That's going to make it so that I can move that one yellow tile on the left next turn. And I've got some greens, and I got a lucky green tile on the bottom to set off a green diamond. So we're going to start off with that. That way there's no cascades that mess that up. Now remember, I just matched 5 green tiles with that green diamond. Zorola and Burden both activate in 8, so there's not a sense in me hitting the green diamond, but I am going to match these 3 yellows, which is going to set a cascade of green so that I get both of those attacking specials. And I'm hoping Byleth doesn't heal. Well, not ideal, but let's use Zorola over here on these 3. Burden on Byleth the tank, not to be confused with either of the Byleth wings. And we should be able to kill her with the green diamond, although I've only got 7 tiles, which is going to give me 1 tile short. She's not in danger of healing, and neither is anybody else, so I am going to match some tiles to see if I can get 1 more green tile on the board. And ideally in the middle, so it goes up against Toon Byleth. Let's match these purples in the middle, and we did get a green diamond matched. I will take it. Let's use Fayaz, and I am going to hit one of my green diamonds, doesn't matter which one, which is going to give me my attacking green specials. Let's use the specials on the right over here, because Friar Tuck is about to heal and give a mana generation, I think he also does. I don't see him very often in raid tournaments. But let's see if this is enough to kill him. And it was. Awesome. Now, let's hit this purple dragon to ghost a yellow and green tile. It's going to give me Saskia, and this Byleth over here on the left is more in danger of dying because of the health, but she has one of those minions which has 536 health. So actually, let's target this one here on the right. That's gonna make it easier to ghost tiles also if I'm able to get rid of her. We're going to have some healing happening, but that is okay. We need to do tile dumping, all right? I'm going to use Saskia first. I'm going to hold off on using Felton because I'm going to match these greens over here, which is going to give me Fayaz's special, which will give me 2 buffs, which makes the attacks better. And let's stick with attacking the Byleth on the right. And we might be able to kill that Byleth on the right with Felton's next special. I'm going to hold off on using Saskia because I still have the dodge on everybody. And the health is full for everybody. So let's use Felton on this Byleth. Actually, she's got bleed damage, and she's getting, how much bleed damage? 112 for 1 more turn. I think we can kill her between that and then the 1 yellow tile that I move up next turn. So I want to use this on Brienne. And that was enough to kill her. Awesome. So we just have the last Beelith left. And she's about to heal, so I'm going to hold off on using my attacking specials. Let's just do a little tile dumping and actually force that heal. Actually, I should have used Saskia first because Beelith dispelled the buffs that I had, but that's okay. And maybe these two attacking specials will be enough to kill her. Not quite. One more attack should do the trick so long as she doesn't heal. And Felton is going to put the nail in the coffin, and we are 5 for 5 on day 4 of this Buff Booster Raid Tournament. Very happy with how that day went. We are in the top 1%, currently ranked 188 after day 4. We are 19-1 on offense, as you can see, having a very good stretch. The only team that I lost to was a Fayez tank team. It really didn't even matter who the other members on their team were. Fayez, as soon as he goes off once, it is extremely hard to come back from because of the defense up that he puts on everybody, and then the boosted health, and then the resisting ailments as well. But very happy with how today went. Let me know how your Buff Booster Raid Tournament is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.